Spring 1985. A storm had a name, Mike Tyson. He didn't climb to the top. He demolished it. Faster than you could blink, harder than anyone dared imagine. The heavyweight division never saw him coming.
Come one, come all, because nobody can get close to me. They're not even close. I'm the best fighter in the world.
This is the baddest man on the planet at his most terrifying. Not every man who stepped into the ring with Tyson came to survive. Ruddock came to win. Razor Donovan wasn't another name on a hit list. He was a wrecking ball in his own right. A converted southpaw fighting orthodox, his lead hand carried the unpredictability of a man who'd spent years learning to throw from the wrong side. His weapon of choice, the smash, a brutal hybrid between a hook and an uppercut that had already put men to sleep. One-dimensional, perhaps? Dangerous? Absolutely.
Lucky counterpunch. He has no game plan.
You're out of your game plan.
And he's right, when the crowd groans. That body shot sounded like he hit a drum. Again, the crowd groans.
What followed was the kind of fight Tyson rarely had to endure. Grinding, physical, on the edge of a razor. No clean dominance, no early destruction. Just two heavyweights trading real estate round by round.
Let's take a look at that. Just when Ruddock thought he was on pay dirt, landing good punches, in comes a counterpunch. What a tremendous shot.
Then came the seventh. Tyson caught Ruddock clean on the chin with a left hook, the kind of shot that ends arguments. Razor buckled into the ropes, legs gone, world spinning. Tyson moved in for the kill. And then referee Richard Steele stepped in.
And the accuracy of the punches he puts together. Two hooks and an uppercut.
Now the right combination.
The stoppage was premature. Ruddock was hurt, yes, but he was there, conscious, still fighting. The arena erupted. Corners spilled into the ring. Fists flew between the teams. It took a wall of security to drag order back from the edge of a full-scale riot. The belt stayed with Tyson. But the night belonged to controversy.
It's fact. I'm the best. You know what I mean? Sometimes I don't want to believe it myself, but it's the truth. I'm the best.
His life was on fire. Divorce headlines, legal wars with his promoters, a training camp that barely deserved the name. By the time Tyson walked into the ring against Frank Bruno, everything around him was chaos. It didn't matter. Seconds after the opening bell, Iron Mike unleashed a savage assault that dropped Bruno to the canvas, a reminder that even a distracted Tyson was still the most dangerous man on the planet.
Bruno down after a right hand.
Let's take a look at the knockdown. This is that same knockdown. It was a short right inside that seemed to hurt Bruno, and then he went down from a shot on top of the head.
To Bruno's credit, he got up and kept getting up. He weathered the storm, found his rhythm, even landed some clean shots of his own.
He just wants to get in and throw.
Somewhat of a smart tactic about holding on, but one thing about it, Bruno has a tendency, Jim, to... There's blood from Bruno's nose.
Come on, let him go, Frank.
Solid left and a right by Tyson, and now Bruno rabbit punches Mike as he takes some things out. Still a minute to go in the round. Tyson finally went to the body in that last exchange. Now Bruno lands a short left inside, and Tyson wobbles for a second.
And here is Bruno coming back with that right hand, and then the left. There's that puncher's chance I had talked about.
And now another left hand from Bruno. And it is Mike Tyson who for a second there lost his balance. Does Tyson.
One man down, the other man wobbled. I'll take it.
For a few rounds, it looked like this might be a real fight. It wasn't. The fifth round ended the argument. Tyson detonated a combination that drove Bruno into the ropes, and once Tyson had a man pinned, there was no coming back.
This exact kind of fight. It's very unorthodox, but it's work.
Time that Tyson will simply walk through. Not as solid as the ones in rounds 1 and 2.
The barrage was relentless, merciless, unstoppable. Bruno's corner had seen enough. The towel came in.
Wobbled again. Uppercut, right hand. Bruno's in serious trouble. A left hook. And Richard Steele watching carefully. Trying to land the one haymaker.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
This is vicious punishment.
That's not shot. That's the photo shot.
And
Beautiful
Richard
shot.
Steele has seen enough.
Outside the ring, Tyson's world was falling apart. Inside it, nothing had changed.
And at this moment, Terry Lawless, the manager of Frank Bruno, was running along the ring apron with a towel in hand, asking Steele to stop it.
Mike, another one on your belt, another notch. Was this harder than you anticipated?
No, not at all, because I knew that he was going to come up. He was talking, and the way he was talking, I knew he was hyped. He was ready to go. And I knew I was the best fighter in the world.
May 1987. The belt was on the line, but that wasn't what Tyson was after. He wanted something more personal. To put on the canvas a man who had never been put there. Pinklon Thomas had earned that reputation. For the first half of the fight, he defended it. He ate Tyson's shots, reset, and kept coming. The kind of resilience that made the crowd lean forward and wonder. For 5 rounds, the unbeaten chin held. Then came the 6th. Tyson found his opening and turned it into a demolition. Hooks, uppercuts, combinations that seemed to arrive from every angle at once. A storm with no direction to run from. Clean shot after clean shot found Thomas's chin. The legs started to go. And then, one final left hook, crushing, precise, inevitable, folded him onto the canvas.
And a right hand behind it. Thomas in trouble again. And now Tyson moves in for the kill. 2 uppercuts and a left hand. Thomas trying to hold on. Serious trouble. And down he goes.
The count of 10 was a formality. The boxing world sat in stunned silence. The man with the granite chin, the man no one had ever floored, had just been dismantled in a single flurry. Not worn down over 12 rounds. Not stopped on cuts. Dismantled in one exchange. It was the most complete performance of Tyson's career to date, and a warning to everyone still left on the list.
To Larry Merchant now, who is with the winner.
30 seconds. That's all it took. Marvis Frazier came in with a name, son of Smokin' Joe, with a living legend in his corner. But a name doesn't stop an uppercut. Tyson cornered him almost instantly. One right hand wiped out the defense, and then it was just a matter of combinations. Frazier went down. The referee started his count, looked at him, and stopped. There was nothing to count to.
Frazier is down.
I watched his hand come up. Watch him come down. As soon as he come down, boom! Look at that. Watch him.
Knockout. Unconscious. 30 seconds. The fastest finish of Tyson's career. Joe Frazier went 15 rounds with Muhammad Ali. His son didn't make it to the first minute.
But with each succeeding bout, any skepticism about his punching power has to evaporate. And the good news is, I believe Marvis Frazier...
He was back, and Buster Mathis Jr. had a plan. For 2 rounds, it actually worked. Mathis moved, slipped, rolled, a crafty defensive shell that made Tyson reset again and again. No clean openings, no damage, just a man doing everything right to survive against the most dangerous puncher on the planet. The problem with surviving Tyson is that you have to keep doing it. Every round, every second.
Now exchanging blows.
The 3rd round ran out of patience. Tyson found his angle, dipped inside, and unleashed a short right uppercut.
Eight-footed pivot. Swing around on your opponent's side and then crash.
Oh, he got a right uppercut. Another right uppercut. And down goes Mathis.
Clinical, quiet, absolute. The kind of knockout that says everything without saying a word. Tyson was back.
Right uppercut. 2 of them by Mike Tyson. And he is knocked down Buster Mathis Jr.
Knockout Mike Tyson.
March 1988. Undisputed champion, 21 years old, and still hungry. Tony Tubbs came in as a legitimate challenger, a former world champion with skills, movement, and a boxing IQ that made the first round genuinely tactical. 2 men feeling each other out, probing, calculating.
You can begin to see the startling hand quickness that Tubbs brings. Startling partially because
Well, here with Tubbs, the uppercut.
Then the second round opened. Tyson waited for his moment, and when it came, he didn't waste it. One left hook, clinical timing, perfect placement. It didn't just hurt Tubbs, it shut him down completely.
Another punch hurt.
Tubbs is hurt. Tubbs is hurt badly.
Well, Tyson now starting to find his range. That left hook there pretty much spoke for itself.
Equilibrium gone, legs gone, everything gone in a single shot. The count was a formality. Tubbs was still on the canvas when it ended, unable to find his way back to vertical. 2 rounds, one punch that mattered. Another chapter closed.
Heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike.
One fight stood between Mike Tyson and history. Alfonso Ratliff was the last man in the way before Trevor Berbick, and he lasted about as long as the rest. Tyson came in sharp. The head movement, the timing, the angles, all of it dialed in. He slipped a lead shot, dipped left, and loaded up a hook that caught Ratliff flush on the jaw. Down he went.
Counterpunch from Mike Tyson.
To his credit, Ratliff didn't fold. He took a knee, used every second of the count, and stood at 9. Composed, professional, ready. It didn't help. Tyson was already on him. 8 punches, fast and precise, each one landing with purpose. Ratliff grabbed a clinch to buy himself a few extra seconds of survival. He got them, just not enough of them.
That should be just about it. Davey Pearl looking very closely. And that's all. It's over.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Well, Alfonso Ratliff won the press conference the other day.
Houston, a packed house, 12 fights into his career, and the crowd already knew what was coming. They just didn't know when. That's the thing about watching Tyson in this era. The tension wasn't whether he'd finish it. It was the waiting, that charged silence before the storm breaks. It broke at 117. One left hook, flush on the head. Richardson was done before he hit the canvas.
What took him so long?
Much disbelief as we are.
The crowd erupted, not in surprise, but in the pure electric release of watching something inevitable finally arrive. 12 fights, 12 statements.
He predicts a great future. If they can find some fights, then.
And now the knockout. A left hook, a la Frazier. And down goes Richardson. And you know, he throws it.
Absolutely carried him through the air.
He'd shown he could go rounds. Now he was done proving it. Tyson came out looking for an early ending, and Hosea looked like a man who already knew how this was going to go. Visibly shaken before a single punch was thrown. It didn't take long. Out of a clinch, Tyson snapped his head back with a sharp right hand, and then opened the floodgates. A whirlwind of power shots, one after another. The volume was suffocating. Even the punches that didn't land clean carried enough force to send Hosea crashing to the floor. And then came the moment that said everything.
Which of the knees, that was definitely not a slip. Harry, the ref separates them. Good right uppercut, and once again, the legs twitch. Hosea in trouble. And down.
Hosea didn't rush to get up. He stayed down, deliberately, carefully, and let the referee count all the way to 10. A business decision. The decision of a man who'd seen enough and had no interest in seeing more. No one could blame him.
Didn't beat it.
8 fights in. September 1985. And by now, the pattern was clear to everyone, including Michael Johnson. 39 seconds. That's all he got. The end came fast, as it always did. After an opening exchange, Tyson drove a left into the body that folded Johnson in half. The kind of shot that doesn't just hurt, it shuts the system down.
I'm glad you pointed it out because down he goes, the left hook.
It was a right hand. It was a right hand right there. No, we didn't see it yet. Sorry, here it comes.
It was already over. Tyson found his range instantly, loaded up, and a thunderous right cross put Johnson on the canvas, unconscious before he landed.
23-pound weight advantage, and he put it all there.
39 seconds.
One right hand, he didn't wait for an injury.
That's the list. 10 fights, 10 knockouts, 10 men who stepped into the ring and walked out changed forever. This was my personal top 10 most devastating performances of Iron Mike. If you made it this far, you know exactly why they called him the baddest man on the planet.
He took a brutal shot to the face. A fantastic right hand by Mike Tyson.